What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel where today we're discussing some juicy information about critical ops. If you've been living under a rock, there's been a mass exodus, a bunch of people and organizations leaving critical ops. The competitive scene is pretty much dead now, and a lot of people are saying the game is dead. So we're going to talk about what's going on from a player perspective. We're going to talk about what's going on from a developer perspective. I'm going to try and be neutral and give both points of views. I feel like I've got some interesting insight into it. So first thing is, I'm on Twitter the past few days, and I see a bunch of people I respect basically announcing that they're leaving. So Joker said, "Hey gamers, I decided to move on from Critical Ops competitively. Good luck to everyone competing." Mr. Bates, who has a YouTube channel, also plays competitively, says, "No COps videos until they decide to start marketing their game. PUBG content creators see way more growth, and if I want this to go somewhere, I gotta focus on the right game." iOS Angel, YouTube channel, and arguably one of the best players in Critical Ops. He says, "If you're only subscribed to my channel for COps and for COps only, you might as well unsubscribe and not click on them anymore, or just click on them and give me money, but not comment like a whiny mother effer and ask for COps videos." So a lot of the community, they're leaving. People are saying the game is dead. We're going to get into that in a second. But why is this happening? It's really, really simple if you think about it. Critical Ops, basically, they just have the one game mode that people play for, who play competitively. That's Diffuse. And there's not been a lot happening as far as content creation in the game. So really all you have left is the competitive side. Back when I started playing the game over 3 years ago, I was casting the game. I partnered with Mobile Esports. We were casting tournaments all the time. You had Valiance casting and throwing tournaments all the time. You had ESL throwing tournaments. You also had a lot of big organizations supporting the game. Back in October, Gangstars left, which was a huge blow to competitive. We've seen Nova leave, Hammers leave, D2R, Destined to Rise leave. These are big organizations who've decided to spend their time in other more profitable ventures than waste any more time in esports for Critical Ops. They've all moved on, and so competitive is really dead. Part of that is, I believe, what happened with tournaments. We had so many tournaments. We were doing tournaments. I was with my people. Valiance was doing tournaments, ESL was doing tournaments, and there was even other smaller people doing tournaments as well. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day, every weekend, you could be watching Critical Ops competitive. Well, about a year ago, Critical Ops says we're going exclusive with Valiance. Basically what that means is they weren't going to support the game monetarily for any other organizations, and without money, without prizes, that's it. There's nothing you can do. You're not going to run tournaments, and people aren't going to play for free unless there's an incentive. So tournaments became way less frequent. There just wasn't enough going on in the competitive scene, and they became way less frequent, more spread out, just not a lot going on. The other part was the money, and this is something I should have spoken out, and I'm so sorry for anybody who's wasted a lot of time with this dream of becoming a Critical Ops professional and making it a career for yourselves. I knew long ago that ain't happening in this game. The money's just not there. The prize pool's just not there for esports. Yet you had a lot of kids, in my opinion, wasting thousands of hours of their time playing, scrimming, practicing, playing in tournaments. Guys, it takes a lot of time and effort to get really good at this game and to play at the competitive level it once was. And they thought that they could make a career of it. And now they're all leaving because they're seeing the light. They're realizing, no, fam, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. I can't do this grind anymore. They're moving on to other games. For others, the game became a little stale and boring because there's just not a lot of variety. You compare it to Fortnite, who's adding new game modes, new content, new weapons, new ways to play the game literally every week. And you look at Critical Ops, over the past 3 years, has only added 1 or 2 weapons. Now, that's the style of game that it is. So really, again, all you have left for Critical Ops is the competitive side. And with the competitive side rotting away, there's nothing left. So is the game dead? Well, everything I said, you probably suppose it is. It's actually not dead. I think the game is very healthy. You have a ton of daily active users. The revenue for the game is still very, very strong. And why does the game feel dead for a lot of these people leaving? It's because you have the original players, the OGs like myself. You see our little circle of people we know, and you see all these people leaving, and you say, dang, the game must be dead. This game is dead, man. It ain't what it used to be when I started playing 3 years ago. But the truth of the matter is, this game has over 50 million downloads. You get the next generation coming in and supporting the game, and they keep the game alive. It's just people they don't know. They're not in their circle of influence. So to them, the game feels dead, but over here, the game feels alive and well. So I think the game is alive and well. I think the game is great. I think competitive is dead. I don't know if they'll be able to revive it or not, but the game is still very, very strong. It's just for the OGs, they've wasted enough time and they're moving on to other ventures. And my hat's off to Mr. Bates and to other creators who want to move on and grow their channels and play other games that have a bigger audience. I mean, you see what's going on with mobile PUBG. They're throwing in $600,000 into a tournament prize pool. You're seeing the growth of the PUBG mobile YouTubers, man. I'm not on that YouTube grind like I used to be, but man, these guys grinding out PUBG mobile, their channels are growing fast. I had to grind for every single sub. These guys are adding 200 subs in like 2 months. 200,000 subs in like 2 months. These guys are growing so fast, PUBG Mobile. Then you got the whole Fortnite space. So the community is a little more fragmented now. Competitive's dead. From the developer side, let's defend them a little bit. One, they made a competitive game. They did a great job. The game is really well optimized. It was revolutionary at the time. For me, who's played mobile FPS for 6 years, it's the first time we had true competitive on a mobile device. Revolutionary, guys. So awesome. Also, the amount of money they have is nothing, guys. Nothing. This game is small. Last year, Fortnite Mobile did over $500 million on iOS alone. It wasn't even out the whole year. Critical Ops is lucky to have 2% of that revenue, if that. The revenue is so small. They've had some funding come in, but when Critical Ops has a team of 30, 40 people supporting the game, they have to pay those people. Plus, you got taxes, you got server costs, you have so much cost associated with the game. So to be able to do it right, it does take a lot of money. Could they have done it on a shoestring budget and implemented it a little bit better? I think they could have. I think they made mistakes on the way, but they don't have the big money. You're seeing PUBG was already an established game when it came to mobile. Think about that. That's why they're able to come in and offer this price pool. And now PUBG is way bigger on mobile than it is on PC right now. I mean, it's just massive, the amount of people playing this game internationally. So you gotta give them credit. They built a truly competitive game for mobile. They revolutionized FPS for mobile. Now you have all these bigger titles, bigger developers coming. The community's more fragmented. The money's getting bigger, and people are moving on. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're still playing Critical Ops, you love it, you're grinding it, totally fine. I crave the game from time to time, but there's just so many other options for us to play. Bullet Force came out since then. You had Forward Assault come out since then. You had Fortnite come out since then. PUBG, Standoff, Shadowgun Legends, Modern Combat 6. You have so many other shooters that have come out since Critical Ops launched a few years ago, and this is just the natural life cycle of a game. People are frustrated, people are sad, the developers are scratching their head saying, what can we do? I don't know that there's a lot you could do. This is just a natural life cycle on a game, and in my opinion, games on a mobile device, the life cycle is a little bit shorter than, say, a really good PC or console game. People move from app to app like crack cocaine, man. They're just trying to find their next fix, their next drug. Oh, Brawl Stars is out. Oh, this is out. Oh, this is out. And they're just moving from game to game to game. That's my thoughts on Critical Ops competitive scene, and kind of hopefully I didn't trigger anybody. I don't know if you disagree with anything. Just let me know down below, like I care anyways, because my YouTube channel pretty much dead now because I stopped uploading. Hoping to get back on that grind soon. I will see you guys soon. Take care. Also, sorry for the glitchy face cam. Take care. Peace.